Rasty McGibbon with Jordy Hagwell, Sacred Heart University Men's Division III. Jordy, thanks for coming on 5 Minute Major.
Thank you, sir.
First time at Nationals. As a coach, first time at Nationals for all of your players. Tell me, has it lived up to expectations?
Oh, it's been unbelievable. Our guys were speechless from day one. Obviously, tension was high because we didn't know what to expect, but it was a good tension. We had no expectations. We were the 15th seed, first timers, so we knew that the chips were stacked against us, but at the end of the day, the boys showed up and performed really well, in my opinion, so it's been great.
How has it been as a coach? What challenges has it provided just with the level of competition you've encountered here?
It's been challenging. Being in a pool with three teams that have been in the tournament consistently year in and year out and dominant in the country, it was difficult, but our guys, I think we prepared as best we could. Now we see it firsthand and we know what we need to compete at a higher level consistently. So we'll go back to the drawing board next year and put a good team together.
You today faced a team that has been hot in this tournament, number 3 in the pool, but they went undefeated in Calvin and are going to advance out of that. When you look at the exposure that you've gotten here, how does it help recruiting? How does it help with scheduling? How does it help with community and even just school exposure?
I think for our team being here for the first time, it puts us on the map in the Northeast. 5 years ago, this team was in shambles and barely getting by and barely getting able to schedule games, and now we're competing at a national level. So I think it will boost our name, not just in the Northeast but around the country, and teams will want to come to us and will want to go compete with the best of the best. So I think it is a big boost for our program.
I've been a long-time D2 guy. One of the things that I've always liked about D2 and D3 with men's is that you have pool play.
Yeah.
So we were just talking before you came on. Probably the only guys that have traveled farther are the 2 clubs that are from Maine. But you guys coming, like literally halfway across the country. How reassuring is it that that you put all the effort in to get here, but you at least get 3 games?
I love it. I was talking to a kid, a Division I player, and he said they only get 1 game. And that's tough. That's a tough thought to think about. But coming here and having pool play, 3 guaranteed games, we get to play, like I said earlier, some of the best of the best. And a lot of these teams we don't get to see on a regular basis. So pool play is great. It's nice for the kids. It's nice for the families. It's nice for the school to guarantee a couple games. It's not just one and done. But playing these big time teams it's pretty fun.
Yeah. Heading back to Connecticut, you obviously coming here and going home, there are finances involved in the support from the school to allow guys to miss time academically and also the financials to get here. Tell me a little bit about how the school is involved, supports your program.
School helps us out. We're in a fortunate position where sometimes they are able to take the bill up front, if you will, pay the tab, but our guys are required to fundraise and pay yearly dues, which helps out. This year we did some fundraising, and knowing what it costs to get out here, we'll be hitting it hard again next year for a longer period of time than we did this year. But
the calendars, the oranges, the scented candles, all those good things.
Oh,
yeah.
We're going to be.
I think you can actually make a lot more in scented candles, but I'm joking. Yeah.
The ball is rolling already now in my head, looking forward to next year and what we did this year and how we can better that, how we can take another step. Sometimes a step is better than a leap. So we did what we could this year with the amount of time we were allotted, but I think next year we'll be hitting it pretty hard to not force the school to take it all, but for our guys to go out and earn it, not just on the ice, but off the ice, if they want to come back year in and year out. So,
as you go home this summer and you start having conversations with prospective players, how do you integrate the national experience into that conversation?
We at Sacred Heart, we have a lot of kids coming from all over the country. This past year, our freshman class was like 80 just for club hockey. So I think with our exposure here, our name is now on the map. Kids may have been on the fence about Sacred Heart, but now they see our name against Hope, against Calvin, against Lawrence Tech. Obviously, we didn't play them, but in the same paragraph as those teams, that's a big bonus for us. So like I said, I think if kids are on the fence about Sacred Heart and they see us here, maybe they'll come over to Sacred Heart and come to Connecticut. We'll see.
Well, I know that it would have been nice to have a win at the national level. I think that you can definitely use being invited, coming and playing as a measure of success. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. It's always, I love it when we get new teams to the national tournament, and I hope that you guys have had an awesome experience as well.
It's been incredible.
This is Jordy Hagwell, Sacred Heart University, Men's Division III, in their first national tournament here in St. Louis.